What's up, family? Man, um, I don't even know where to start. The other night, what's today? Today's Saturday, so it had to be Thursday night. Um, I was laying down, and as I was laying down, I was like just contemplating a lot of stuff. Was talking to God, and it's like, man, you know what am I doing? Well, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Um, where am I supposed to go? And not so much where am I supposed to go physically, but what am I supposed to be doing with my life in the aspect of relationships, just all of that. You know what I mean? And so I was laying there and just thinking about a bunch of different things. And it's been 10 months since I've had any type of sexual um, connection with anybody, any type of anything sexually. You know what I mean? I've done anything sexually. 10 months, and man, it was rough. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, God, what the heck? What's going on? What's going on? You know what I mean? And it's like I've never tripped off it. For the longest time as far as um, the sexual energy or anything of that nature. Um, but Thursday night, it was like it hit me. It was a rough one. And I was laying there. It's like, man, there's this young lady that you know that I care a lot about. And it's like, man, I'm not trying to make no more mistakes. You know what I mean? And stay with me. We're going somewhere. You know what I mean? You get my age, man. Hopefully, y'all do this way before you get my age. You know what I mean? But when you get my age, it's like, man, I ain't got another one in me. I ain't got another major mistake left in me like that. I don't have another start over after I've invested a lot in another energy into another relationship. You know what I mean? You get to the point it's like, ah, man, I got one rodeo left, and that's it. You know what I mean? It got to be right. Stay with me. It has to be right. And it's crazy because these are things that we should be doing from the gate. These are things that we should be thinking and how we should be processing relationships from the very beginning, but we don't. You know what I mean? Because the great majority of us has never really been taught the importance of picking out the right person, the importance of making sure that we're connected to the right person. Stay with me. We're going somewhere. And it's funny because, so many of us were so simple. You know what I mean? We're so simple minded in the aspect, man. I want to get the right guy because I want to make sure my kids come out right. I want to make sure my kids look good. I want to make sure that, my kids ain't stupid. You know what I mean? We pick mates for stupid reasons. You know what I mean? We're so concerned about how our kids look that we want to make sure that our kids ain't ugly. We want to make sure that our kids ain't wooty wooty. You know what I mean? And so we have all these specifications for our partner because it's about our kids. I'm gonna tell you something, family, and this is gonna probably piss some of you off, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Them kids, you didn't come here just to have some freaking kids. You know what I mean? You did not come to this planet just to produce some freaking kids. That should not be the greatest accomplishment of your life. Is your kids. Anyways, I'm sitting there and I'm laying there and I'm like, man, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing, God? Who is it that's the right one for me? Because I've made a lot of choices in my past, and I've looked at their body and I've talked to them and I've checked out their intellect, you know what I mean? And their spiritual being and all this other stuff. And man, yeah, it didn't work. You know what I mean? It did work, you know? And so it's like, all right, what the heck is it? You know what I mean? What is it? You know? And it's like, what am I missing? What am I missing? And so as I laid there, I was just like, God, you got to show me. What am I supposed to be doing? You know? And it's like, I don't think I'm a bad looking guy, you know what I mean? And it's like, I know there's a lot of women that are interested in me, you know, for whatever reason they have, you know. And for me, getting a woman has never been hard. That's never been hard. It's never been a challenge in any way, shape, or form. It's never been a challenge to get a woman. That's totally different from getting the right one. You know what I mean? That's totally different from getting your soulmate. That's totally different from getting the person that you're supposed to be connected to. You know what I mean? And there's so much talk about soulmates, soulmates, soulmates. You know what I mean? And I hear it all the time, and it's like, man, y'all think y'all soulmates because y'all like smoking together. You know what I mean? Y'all think y'all soulmates because y'all like turning up. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. You know, teach their own. You know what I mean? I'm not here to judge anybody. You do you, have fun. You know what I mean? I did it. You know what I mean? But now I'm 51 years old, and it's like, dang, I should have got this crap together. You know what I mean? And it's not so much that I should have got this together. You know, um, because I was happily married. You know, and she passed away. Um, and so now I'm like, man, what do I do? Where do I go? You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be alone the rest of my life. Not that I have a problem with being alone now. You know what I mean? I've been alone for a while, and it's like, man, I could do this, but I don't want to do this. You know, there's a difference of can I do it and do I have to do it? You know, and I'm getting to that point now where it's like, okay, now I'm looking at relationships. You know, after 10 months of being alone, it's like, okay, now I'm looking at relationships, the possibility of being in another relationship, another close, intimate relationship, to where I could grow with someone and we could make some things happen. Stay with me. And so, just laying there, and at 3:33 yesterday morning, I woke up from what I believe was an astral projection, astral traveling. Um, Most people don't understand that, and so I'm just gonna say dream, you know, because most people think everything's a dream. You know what I mean? Um, I made videos on this in the past. If you want to go back and research it, look at it. Um, but there's a major difference between astral projection and dreaming and visions. You know. Anyways, woke up at 3:33 from this um, astral projection dream. Um, and so in the dream, um, I went to this planet, this place, and it was weird because as I was walking around, I could see all these people, but they were frozen stiff. You know what I mean? It wasn't ice covering them. It was just that they couldn't move. They couldn't do anything. It's as though somebody just lasered them or something, or something just did something, and they were frozen stiff in whatever position they were in. You know, when it occurred. You know, whether they were walking, whatever the case may be, talking, their mouth was like, whatever. You know, they were just stiff. You know, couldn't move, couldn't blink, couldn't do anything. You know what I mean? They were stuck in whatever position they were in. That's crucial. Stay with me. And so I'm looking, and I'm like, man, this is weird. And so I see who I think is I see my late wife, Cecilia, and we're walking towards each other, and man, I just get to smile. She has to smile, and I recognize that it's not Cecilia, it's Fatima, this young lady I know. And man, we embrace, and man, we make love and handle our business, you know what I mean? And we get up and we're holding hands and we walk. We're just walking around. Me, I'm never, this is not part of dreams, this is background. I've never really been into like holding hands. I'll do it. That's really not my thing. It's really never been my thing. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I've always just thought that was like just corny. You know what I mean? Just, I'll hug you and we go walk, but I've never really been into the holding hands thing. I don't know why. I don't know why. And so, we're walking around, on this planet, and we're holding hands everywhere we're going. We're hands are locked together, and we're just looking at all these people, all these things. And out of my peripheral, I catch this um, energy, um, and it's like this energy being, and it's moving fast, and that's what caught my attention. And it was going up a hill, and so I'm like tripping on it, right? And I'm like looking, it's like, what the world? And I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. And then it just, boom, it just disappeared. And intuitively, I instantly knew that it went through a portal, you know, um, into a different dimension. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. And so then my eyes turned back, and we saw all these like holographic beings with weapons that was chasing this energy, this field of energy, or this energy being. And so all these holographic beings, they stopped and they're looking at us. And me and this young lady, we're just looking at each other and we're just smiling and we're looking at them and we just take off running and they're chasing us. We're not running because we're scared. We're running because we know we got to get to this building. Stay with me. We're talking about the right one. Or choosing the right one, being connected to the right one. We know we have to get to this building. And as we get closer to the city, we see all these people just that were out walking and, hanging out and stuff. And they're all frozen, they're all stiff. And we see this huge glass like building. It's like a headquarters. It looks like some type of headquarters. And it's like, we know that's the building that we got to get to. And so we're running to this building. We're still holding hands as we're running, you know. And I never let her go. And at whatever speed she's at, that's the speed I'm running at. You know what I mean? I'm not dragging her, she's not dragging me. We're just even kill. And we run up the stairs, get inside the building, and we face each other and we're holding hands. Um, I got both of her hands and she has both of my hands and we're just facing each other. And then we do something, but for whatever reason, it's as if that part of my memory has been blocked because I can't say it. I can't. Um, it's not for me to know right now in this particular time where I'm in my life what we did, but I know that we did something. And this glass building shattered and fell down all around us, completely. Everything. It had to be 7 stories high, if not more. But everything just shattered down around us. Stay with me. There was no glass that, pierced us. Nothing happened. You know what I mean? Everything just fell down around us, right where we were standing. And as I looked at the glass, what I perceived to be glass, I started smiling because I knew that it wasn't glass. It was crystals. Stay with me. And there was three types of crystals. There was a clear quartz crystal, a smoky quartz crystal, or the glass was either smoky quartz, clear quartz, or citrine. Um, if you know me, you know I love wearing crystals. And I'm always rocking smoky quartz. I talk about that a lot. So I don't know if you. This is the smoky quartz, and on the same thing, I have the same one, some clear quartz. So I have clear quartz. I have a few clear quartz and the rest of it is smoky quartz. You can see the difference. And so, um, and then I keep this in my little medicine bag. This is a citrine. It's yellow. I don't know if you can see that good. And so, um, but the building is shattered down around us, and all the pieces were those three crystals. You know what I mean? And I noticed that as I looked up, after recognizing that all the glass pieces were actually crystals, the people were alive. They were vibrant. They were aware. And they were like, man, what happened? What happened? What happened? Everybody's like, what happened? They're all looking around just tripping because they know something happened, but they don't know what happened. You know what I mean? And all those holographic beings that was chasing us completely disappeared. They vanished. They were gone. It's as if the tearing of this wall down or bringing this wall down brought the people back alive. It's as if the bringing of this wall down took all of the power back away from these energy beings, these holographic beings, and gave them back to the people. And it ended. A lot of things from that. First thing, you have to be connected to the right one. You have to make sure you're connected to the right one. You know what I mean? We're talking about relationships. And so often, we connect with people because the sex is great, because we like partying together. We have a lot of fun together. We like each other's intellect. We like each other's adventure side. Whatever the case may be, religion. Whatever. We connect with people and get in relationships for a number of reasons. For a number of reasons. My concern is that we don't get in relationships for the right reason. It has nothing to do with your religious beliefs. That's going to change. That should evolve over time. You know what I mean? If you believe the same stuff that you believed 20, 30, 40 years ago, you haven't grown. You haven't evolved. And I'm just being real. If you believe the same crap that you believe, and I'm not talking about just religion, I'm talking about life. If you're believing the same crap that you believed 30, 40 years ago, now what have you been doing? You know what I mean? Anyways, relationships. When we pick our partner, man, we have to understand that there's a purpose for everything. You know what I mean? There's a purpose of why we're here. But there's a purpose for our relationships as well. There's a purpose for your relationship. And it's not just to spew out a bunch of baby kids. It's not just to spew out a bunch of hard headed, entitled kids. You know what I mean? You didn't come here just for that. And unfortunately, many of us, we get in relationships and we have kids, and then we're like, dang, this person suck. Who we were in a relationship, it's like, dang, okay, what is that telling us? That's teaching us that, man, I need to be more mindful. I need to be more aware. I need to make sure that I'm connected when I make this choice. I need to make sure that I'm in alignment with God's will for my life when I make this choice. Because obviously I don't know it all. And obviously I don't know the future. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in regards to everyday life, my purpose. You know what I mean? And just stay with me. I'm going somewhere. And so, by me connecting with the right person, by me making sure that I'm connected with the right person. See, I could have found anybody to hook up with and had sex with. You know what I mean? That's not the thing. The thing is, your relationship has a purpose. Your relationship has its own life, has its own energy. And so we have to make sure that by being in alignment, we're connected to the right people. so that our life, our relationships, life can do what it's supposed to do. I was talking to a young lady, a dear friend of mine, and I was talking to her about the dream or this experience. And I was telling her, it's like, man, even the Bible said one can put 1,000 to flight, but two, 10,000. The Bible even understands that the energy of being connected to the right person, of having the right person on your team. Even the demonic people, if you want to call them that, the people that are um, kidnap kids and sexually violate them, kidnap women and sexually violate them, even those people understand the power of sexual energy. Stay with me. We're going somewhere. We're talking about being connected to the right person. Even these groups that have all these sexual rituals understand the power of sexual energy. And that's why the dream started out with me and this young lady being connected and making love and holding hands, being connected, being in alignment. And so we seeing all these energies, we're seeing all these things, and we know it's not right. But because we're connected and we're in alignment, we know what we're supposed to do. And so we go to this building, we're running to this building, not because we're scared. We're running to this building because we know that it is our responsibility to tear these walls down. It's our responsibility to free these people. And so these entities chasing us, they're not chasing us and running after us because we're scared of them and we're running away from them. We're running to this building to eliminate their power. The problem is, the great majority of us, we don't even know that we have a purpose. And so, if we don't know that we have a purpose, how can we understand that our relationship has a purpose? If we don't believe that we're valuable, if we don't believe that we're important and that we're here for a specific thing other than drinking, smoking, having sex, and doing stupid stuff, if that's all we think there is to life, man, we're not gonna put no value on relationships. This is, oh man, this is somebody I can have fun with. This is somebody I can have sex with, great sex with. Somebody I can go drinking with. Somebody I can go clubbing with. Somebody I can go out and hold with. Somebody I can do this with. Somebody I can do that with. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? We don't look at it as okay, man. I have a purpose. They have a purpose. Together we have a purpose. You know what I mean? My hope and prayer is that we start reevaluating the people that we may consider to be partners with. And you can only get this information from being connected to God. If you call them source or whatever you want to call it. Some people trip out on that. You know what I mean? It's like, man, you can't. It's God. It's like, man, shut the hell up with that stupid stuff. God is infinite and is all powerful and blah blah blah. He don't give a crap what we call him. He's not insecure like we are. You know what I mean? He, she, it, whatever. They're not insecure like we are. You know what I mean? We got to lose that stupid crap. That's just a side note. But we have to understand that we have to be connected to God first and foremost to even understand our purpose. And then we have to rely on that connection. Be like, okay, man, Is this the right one for me? Is this the person I'm supposed to be with? Man, I'm interested in this person over here because they look good and they did it, you know what I mean? All that superficial, petty stuff. And you could hook up with that person, but 9 times out of 10, that relationship is going to be superficial, petty, drama, and all this other madness, and it ain't going to last. And then you're going to be like mad and pissed off, you know what I mean? And frustrated and brokenhearted and not trusting people and whoopty whoop and completely miss the fact that, man, that was my fault. You know what I mean? That was my fault because I allowed my ego to distract me. I allowed my ego to lead me down the wrong path. Because when I should have been hooking up with this person, I chose this person for superficial, petty, stupid reasons. And the interesting thing is, when it's time for you to choose, when it's time for you to pick your partner, you're gonna have all kind of people coming out of the woodworks, making themselves known. You know what I mean? You're gonna have all kind of people in your DMs. You know what I mean? You're gonna have all kind of people in your face smiling and flaunting what they got and just all kind of stupid superficial crap. You know what I mean? You're gonna have all of that. You're going to have all of that. And if you're not careful, because you're so eager to hook up with somebody, you're gonna choose somebody and it's gonna be the wrong person. You're going to choose somebody because they got a good job and there's some stability there and you want to be taken care of. And so you pick this person not knowing that they're going to beat the crap out of you, not knowing that they're going to dog the hell out of you, not knowing that they're not emotionally attached to you, not knowing that they're incapable of being emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually attached to you or connected with you. You know what I mean? You're going to pick somebody that's look good, somebody that works out, somebody that has some type of conversation, and then realize that they're lazy as heck and ain't got no job, don't want to work, ain't trying to support nobody. And so you have to be careful. You can all kind of narcissists gonna be popping up, all kind of insecure people are gonna be popping up, wanting you to feed their ego, showing you how good they look, how good they cook, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? They're not the right one. They're not the right one. And so you're not going to know they're not the right one until you get in alignment with God and allow that your intuition. And when I say your intuition, I'm talking about, but you got to be connected to God. You know what I mean? Don't just be like, oh man, ah, my heart is telling me this is the one for me. You know what I mean? Oh man, my body's telling me this is the right one. My mind is telling me this is the right one. I'm seeing all these signs, and you can see what you want to see. You know what I mean? You can see whatever signs you want to see, and they be all the wrong things. They be all the wrong things, leading you down the wrong path. This is one of the most important decisions we're going to make: who we connect with, who we hook up with. This is one of the most important decisions you're going to make. We need to learn to start valuing that. We need to understand the significance of that, the importance of that. Because this person can help you walk down your path and fulfill your purpose, or they're going to delay it and give you a lot of headache, a lot of heartache, a lot of brokenness, a lot of suffering. And you're going to go through a whole lot of stuff to have to heal if if you decide to heal because you chose the wrong one. Not understanding that they have their own journey. And now you just got attached and connected to their journey, which may not be anywhere near the journey that you were supposed to be on, the path that you were supposed to be on. But because you chose the wrong one, you're now walking down a path of hell that you necessarily didn't have to experience. You experienced it because you chose the wrong partner. And all things are always working out for you. Yeah, I believe that. You're learning a valuable lesson. You're going to have to learn a valuable lesson. And that valuable lesson is, man, I need to slow down, pump my brakes, and make sure that I get in alignment. Make sure that I'm listening to God. Make sure that I'm connected to God and I'm not just going off of my insecurities. I'm not going off of my fears. You know what I mean? I'm not going off of sexual lust or any of this other stupid stuff. You know what I mean? Man, is this the right one? Is this the path I'm supposed to be connected with? Is this the person I'm supposed to be connected with? Is this the journey that I'm supposed to get involved with? What are we supposed to do as a team? What is this partnership supposed to be? How are we going to make the world better? I love you guys. Happy healing.